guys, so never thought I'd be sitting down here filming this specific video, but I am. And if you watched my previous video of me reading hate comments and responding to hate comments, I talked about how you know, some paranormal stuff has been happening. Paranormal stuff, I don't screw around. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and make up stories because I believe in paranormal stuff. I believe in ghosts. I believe in everything. Demons, angels. I believe in all that stuff. So I'm afraid to sit here and lie because I feel like they will come after me, you know what I mean? I have two updates that I want to talk about, and for one of the updates I actually have live footage. So I recorded it and I got it on tape. So I think that's what makes you guys more interested when I have live footage, and every time I get a chance to, I take out my phone right away and I start recording it. It's like one of the main reasons I got a new phone with more gigabytes, just so I am not restricted to gigabyte memory anymore, so that's pretty awesome. So anyway, this happened. Let me just pull out my phone here because it does have the date of the video when I recorded this. And on February 27, 2017, obviously. And I remember this day really good. I remember both of the days really good because obviously something paranormal happened. So Candy and I were at my parents' house and we spent the whole day there. We had our daily routine where, you know, we got up, we ate. I'm speaking for both of us because literally when we're together, we are together. Like, that dog does not leave me alone. That's the reason I love having a dog, is because, you know, she follows me everywhere. I'm never alone and I always have company, especially in that house. You don't want to be alone. Like, trust me, you don't. So the whole day, me and Candy were just like watching movies, eating more, watching more movies. So that was basically our whole day with Candy, and I love those days with Candy because there's nothing better than that. Like, literally nothing better. Then obviously something had to go wrong. Animals, whether it's a dog, a cat, I mean any animal really, in my opinion, I don't know if this is true, I don't know if this is proven scientific fact, but in my opinion, I believe that animals have some sort of sense in a way. What I mean by that is they can sense presences, they can see ghosts. If they can't see it, I'm pretty sure they feel it. Candy, she always acts weird when stuff like this happens. And if you watch any of my previous paranormal experience videos, you would know that Candy has, you know, she has experience with that house and she sees things, and I recorded it on tape. And if you haven't seen it, I will link it down below. So yeah, anyway, me and Candy, we were just chilling in my parents' room. The reason I chill in my parents' room is because I have the biggest bed and it's so comfortable. I love chilling in their room. It's like the darkest room in the house and it's the most coziest one. So me and Candy literally spend the whole day in that room. So as we're chilling in my parents' room, I start to hear creepy sounds from downstairs. I feel like Candy and I are the same person at this point because when we hear something, we have this look on our face. We hear things and we just like... Now let me explain the noises. The noises sound like someone was downstairs, but mind you, it's just me and Candy home alone. After we heard the first official noise, Candy got up from her sleep and she just sat there. And let me tell you, after she got up, she started looking around. Nothing scares me more than that, because when my dog gets up and starts looking around, it creeps me out so much because I kid you not, it feels like she's looking at something or someone, or as if it's like a mouse on the floor, as if she's following something. Like, that's what it looks like. It's not just like a dog zoning out into the sky. It's like literally looking around like something is there. Like, it's so creepy. So I ended up recording that and I will insert the clip right now. Okay guys, so I just literally realized that I caught a ghost on tape, and I only realized this now because as I'm editing, I'm seeing these things. So here we go. I will show you this right now. Okay, so it's right there. It's really hard to catch, but I did slow motion. And now with the circle, do you guys see the white thing just pop up and gone? Let's watch it one more time. And it's crazy because she's looking that way. There it is. You see that? It's so creepy. Oh my god. Okay, so here's a close-up of me just moving it back and forth. As you can see, you see this white blob come up and then it just disappears. It comes up and it disappears. And it like literally freaks me out so much because she's looking that way and I just seen it just now as I'm editing. So Yep. I think at this point, it's safe to say that first of all, I caught a ghost on tape or whatever that thing is. And second of all, my house is pretty much for sure haunted at this point. So yeah, that's when I cut off tape because I did get scared. Like I'm not kidding you guys. Like, can you just imagine sitting there and watching Netflix? Your dog is full out sleeping, and then you hear some noises coming from downstairs. So your dog randomly gets up and just sits there and just starts looking around. It's not a fun feeling, and once she was looking around, like, I don't know if I did this to myself, like in my mind I started thinking that yeah, something is here, or if actually I started to get the feeling of some presence being there. So yeah, that's the first thing that happened, and I'm happy I got it on tape. So for the second update, I don't have any proof, like I don't have a video footage, because once I tell you guys what happened, you will understand why I don't have video. Next incident I'm about to talk about happened last week. This incident and the incident with my laundry room with my camera moving, those were probably the top two incidents that scared me the most. Basically, it was me and Candy again, home by ourselves, and I remember getting ready to go out. So I don't know why, but this specific time I brought in Candy with me into the washroom. Not to like shower with me, but just to sit there and wait with me. Just because we were home alone, and I always feel bad locking her outside. I'm like, you know what, hey, like come in with me, chill with me while I shower, because you know this house is haunted and I don't want her to be home alone. As she's sitting there on the carpet, I'm taking my shower and she's just chilling there, almost falling asleep, and then we hear a noise. I feel like there's nothing worse than hearing a noise while you're showering. So my first initial thought that somebody came home, and every time someone comes home, Candy starts barking until she sees who's home, then she calms down. As I'm in the shower, I heard someone, and right away Candy gets up and she starts barking. And obviously I can't like jump out of the shower, open up the door for Candy so she could see who's there. So I just continue showering and I just, you know, doing my thing. Candy does not stop barking. She just doesn't stop barking. I didn't hear any other sounds, but Candy, maybe she did, I don't know. But she kept barking. Now this bark was not her regular like someone coming home bark. It was aggressive bark. It was like she wants to murder someone bark. So then after like a minute of barking, she stops finally, and I continue showering. After 5 minutes of complete silence, she starts barking again. And I couldn't figure out why, because like I didn't hear anything, like I didn't hear any noises. So when I started hearing her bark, I got so scared again, because I'm like, okay, well maybe, I don't know, maybe she heard something that I didn't, maybe like my brother's home and she's hearing him walk, maybe, like, I don't know. I started coming up with a bunch of excuses, so I'm like, okay, it's time to finish off the shower that has been going on for 15 minutes and finally let this dog out, because I feel bad for her. She's like anxious to see who's out there. And so I put on my robe, and Candy's still sitting there looking at the door, like patiently waiting for me to open it. I opened up the door, and guess what? No one is there. My parents were never there. My brother was never there. Scared shitless at this point, because hearing a loud noise, like as if your front door has opened and closed, like even louder than that, while you're in the shower, thinking that someone is home, your parents are home, or your brother is home, and then you come out of the shower and nobody's there, how would you feel? Just take a minute and think about it. How would you feel? Once I got out of the shower, I started to like, oh, like mom, dad, like, started saying my brother's name. No one was replying. It was dark. It was quiet in the house. So I'm like, oh my god, like no way. Like there's no way. Like you must be kidding me, because there's no way that I heard the sound. My dog is going crazy. There's no way that no one is in the house. Like there's no way. My first thought was, okay, well maybe my parents did come home and then they left. Maybe they like came to grab something and then left, because my parents sometimes do that. To figure that out, I go on my app called Find My Friends, and I check, and my parents are downtown Toronto. So there's no way in that 15 minutes they could have came home and then left downtown Toronto and be downtown Toronto. Like there's no way. So then I look at my brother, and my brother wasn't home either. Like he was in his university, which is also like not that close. It's pretty far. It's like a 30-minute drive from my house. So there's no way in that 15-minute gap he could have been back in the university. Like there's just no way. Once I checked my Find My Friends, I was scared. I was scared because I felt like someone was in the house and Candy did feel it, and Candy was acting weird. Once we opened up the door, she ran downstairs to see who's there, and nobody was there. I literally felt my heart drop. It makes me feel a lot better knowing that I'm not the only one who's going crazy, because Candy obviously senses these things, she hears these things, so that's why she started barking. You know, if you want to come up with excuses and logical explanations to what has happened, instead of saying it's paranormal activity, you can do so in the comment section. But I experienced it. I was there. My dog was there. I was not the only one who has experienced it. So for you to come on and say, well, you know, maybe it was something outside that you heard, or maybe Candy was looking around because she you know, she had an eye warm or whatever, you could say that, but you weren't there. You didn't experience it. You didn't feel it. You didn't feel the air in that room, and you didn't feel what I felt when I came out of that shower finding nobody home. You know what I mean? It's just those things that you just have to be there to experience for you to say something and comment on. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. So yeah, those were the 2 updates that I wanted to cover in today's video. I feel like the house is haunted, but I don't think it's like bad hauntings. I just feel like it's a regular ghost just chilling at my house, making sounds, trying to creep me out and my dog, but I don't think it has any bad intentions, to be honest, because I sleep fine in that house. The only thing that makes it hard to sleep in that house is like the door moving, but if you close the door fully, if you shut it, you won't have any problem sleeping at that house. Like, there's nothing that scary happening. Yeah, there are sounds coming from downstairs, but yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know many of you wanted this update, so here it is. I mean, I'm happy that I got to update you, but I'm not happy because I had to experience that. I always forget that, you know, I have to be there to update you guys, you know what I mean? It's definitely not fun, especially when you're alone, but I'm just so happy and blessed that my dog is there with me to experience these things, because if I was alone, I would probably, I don't know, I would just drive away somewhere from that house, like when those things were to happen. So yeah, give this video a thumbs up just so I know you guys like to see more updates on my paranormal house. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's update video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and yeah, I will see you guys in my next video, which I hope will not be a paranormal one. Anyways, I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!